Saturday, the 11th of June. Welcome to the Racing Blitz on the Rising Sun race day featuring the Rising Sun Gold Challenge. We have 10 races carded. Race number 1 is the House of the Rising Sun B&B, a maiden juvenile plate over 1,200 meters. And the first time I came to the 4-year, and that was the son of Western Winter called Last Tiger, having his first run for Dean Kannemeyer. And he's in the familiar silks of Kaya Stables, now sitting in second, about to hit the front. And this horse we're going to pencil in. He really came through to win a nice race. Number 6, Last Tiger.
Also trying to get into the races, Golden Ball. It's still Last Winter, the leader. Rock of Africa trying to put on the pressure. It's come down to these two. And Last Winter continues to find, digs down deep. And Last Winter won it. Second will go to Rock of Africa. Maybe third place to King of Scards. And then Golden Ball.
Well, he's got a beautiful pedigree, and Dean really loved him at the sales. 3,700,000 rand purchase, and he made a winning debut for the yard. 6, 9, 5, and 4. Race number 1, the starter reported that Rock of Africa was slow into stride. Dynamite Master lost 1 length, and the veterinary surgeon just had the 1 report. Dynamite Master, nothing obvious detected. Then on to the first leg of the exotics. It was the first leg of the bipod. Race number 2, the Phoenix Sun Durban Dash, a non-black type race over 1,100 meters. Now, there was lots of confidence coming through from the Justin Snape camp with regards to their chances on number 2, Swarovski. And have a look at this horse when he had all the running in him. He just waited for a bit of luck to come through. He's now 1 off the rail, trying to make his run behind those 2 horses. The split comes through, and watch this horse win.
And it's the Stone Throw. Tar Heel's also running on. The Stone Throw holds on. Captain Swarovski's coming late. The Stone Throw, and here's Vueva with a big run on the outside. Captain Swarovski won it. Vueva second. Third to the Stone Thrower.
Yeah, horse that had a ton of running in him, just wanting the gaps to open. 2, Captain Swarovski, 2, 6, 5, and 3. Starter reported that main submission was slow into stride. Veterinary surgeon reported that Tar Heel, nothing obvious detected. The same with main submission, and Psycho Sid was reported coughing. On to the third race, which was the start of the place accumulator. This was the Gatecrasher Stakes, a listed race brought to you by ZTV. And what a performance it turned out to be for a number 7 Palladium. Dafik looked like he had the race won when he moved up at the top of the straight, skipping a few lengths clear from last to first. Number 7 Palladium.
And then comes Step Up. It's still Dafik the leader as they get to the 300-meter marker. Buffalo Soldier down the inside, Lee Star, and Dafik still the one to beat. Palladium's now getting into the race, and here comes Palladium, but Dafik still in front. Palladium coming home strongly down the inside. Skip the Red, Dafik and Palladium. Palladium got it. Dafik second. Third place, Skip the Red.
Well, Palladium, a performance, and Alesh Naidu, the winning owner. Well done to Alesh. He had high hopes for this horse. Palladium was a 1.7 million rand purchase. He's related to the likes of Valderra and Tavez, and he certainly showed his hand here. Number 7, Palladium, just collaring Dafik close home. 8, Skip the Red, and 2, Buffalo Soldier. That race doesn't tell a full story because there was a false start that was called, and we may just have a look at that. But race number 3, and this was the false start. It was gate number 6, and that was Skip the Red from Lausanne Forbes yard. The horse that pushed that gate open, rearing up, and that gate definitely opening early for Skip the Red, and rightfully the starter calling it a false start there, and that was race number 3. I'll just go to that. Step Up over racing was eased back by on Buffalo Bill. Thereafter, Step Up raced wide. I'm just having a look if I can see anything with regards to that false start. step up in view of the performance? No, nothing here with regards to that false start in race number 3. There's it right here. The starter of this race was delayed as a result of Skip the Red changing and breaking open the front gates shortly before the start was affected, with the result in a forced start being called. All runners were returned to the start, examined by the veterinary surgeon, and reloaded. That full result, 7, 5, 8, and 2. Race number 3, Zilik was restless in the stalls. Palladium was restless in the stalls, slow into stride. Skip the Red was slow into stride. Chili con carne, nothing obvious detected. And Dafiq was reported coughing. Not ideal for these young horses, that false start, but well done to the connections of Palladium. Race number 4 was the Pick 6. This was the Devon Stakes, a listed race brought to you by Rising Sun Printers. And race number 4, this was a superb performance. Maleficent, Alec Laird, and Waiho Mawing. And enjoy this replay. Number 7, Maleficent.
Starburst Galaxy's going through down the inside. Maleficent's come under pressure. Rissa on the outside. Meanwhile, it's Karari Falcon hit the front. Down the inside, Call Me Winter tries to fight on. Maleficent is starting to come back again. Maleficent comes at Karari Falcon. And after being under pressure, Maleficent's now finding more. And Maleficent now goes on to score by 3. Karari Falcon second. Maybe Final Judgment third, then Starburst Galaxy.
Well, it was a 5-star performance from number 7, Maleficent, Alec Laird, and Waishong Mawing teaming up 7, 9, 4, and 10. And that's the way they crossed the line. Starter just had the one report. Flash Fire was slow into stride. Veterinary surgeon Oriental Oak reported coughing, and that was it for race number 4. And a favorable start in the first leg of that Pick 6. Then on to the first of our graded races. This was the Tibashina Stakes, a grade 2, brought to you by Halfway Malanda Toyota, and this was over 1,400 meters. And this turned out to be an exciting finish. I'm going to let you enjoy this because at one stage it looked like Silver Mountain's going to get up. Sensible Lover was running on. Inara was there to a point. But the horse that will come up hard up on that inside running rail is Alexis.
Silver Mountains in the yellow starting to make progress down the inside. Bichette. Inara's come under pressure, and Silver Mountain. Here comes Silver Mountain exploding into action. Silver Mountain and Inara over the last 100. Alexis takes off late. Silver Mountain, Alexis. Oh, very close. Alexis or Silver Mountain, then Sensible Lover.
Well, it was a great finish. You know, if you were in Silver Mountain, desperately unlucky. You thought that the filly could have got up, but Brett Crawford, Cornet Offer, and Alexis had other ideas, and a good win for a filly that loves coming down to KZN, and she also enjoys this track. Silver Class was reported slow into stride. Curve Brute and Cosmic Light all lost 1 length. Veterinary surgeon had a few reports, nothing obvious detected with Intezar. Curve Brute, speedy cut left hind, and then Cosmic Light reported coughing. We then went on to the Cup trial, where a few Vodacom Durban July hopefuls took their part, and this was a grade 3 brought to you by the Kitchen Studio over 1,800 meters. And this race number 6, turned out to be a double for owner Alesh Naidu, and this time in partnership with Marcus Euster at a big price. Exit here landed the bomb in the jackpot and the Pick 6.
And towards the outside, the conglomerate Saratoga Dancer, half the deficit, Dynamic on the inside. Master's Eyes also getting to the race, so is it as written. Coming to the last 200, Exit here finds more. The conglomerate, Dynamic on the inside. Dynamic and Exit here, it gets close. Exit here won it. Dynamic second, the conglomerate third, Photo for fourth.
From start to finish, an enterprising ride by Waishong Mawing for trainer Charles Laird. Number 7, Exit here, bouncing back to his best, and a big result. At 40 to 1, Those were the odds of number 7, 7, 11, 5, and 12. Here, the starter reported that It Is Written was slow into stride. The veterinary surgeon had one report, Big Cat, nothing obvious detected. There was an objection in the race approaching the 300-meter mark. The conglomerate was switched out of the heels of Gold Onyx to obtain a clear run, brushing Saratoga Dancer and carrying Saratoga Dancer outwards to a number of strides. Thereafter, the conglomerate and Saratoga Dancer brushed near the 150-meter mark. A race review was called into this incident, which was followed by an objection lodged by the trainer, Duncan Howells, on behalf of Saratoga Dancer, placed fourth against the third-place horse, the conglomerate. And on the grounds of interference in the straight, the board was of the opinion that but for the interference, Saratoga Dancer would have beaten the conglomerate. Therefore, the objection was upheld and the judge's result amended. So initially it was 7, 11, 5, and 12. And then with that objection being upheld, 7, 11, and then those numbers swapped around, 12 and 11. Saratoga Dancer, the trainer of Duncan Howells, lodging that objection. So that was race number 6. Race number 7 was the big one for R1,000,000, the Rising Sun Gold Challenge, a grade 1 over 1,600 meters. And in this race, again, we will go through the objection, but the horse that crosses the line first is Trip to Heaven, and Mac Delago finishing back in second. But again, we had an objection, second against first this time round, but it turned out to be an exciting finish nevertheless.
Mac Delago, Trip to Heaven. French Navy's got a wall to climb, so is Ice Machine. Coming to the 300-meter marker though, and Trip to Heaven's the one. Mac Delago's on the inside. Then on the inside, Captain Aldo, Trip to Heaven and Mac Delago. French Navy runs on, but it's Trip to Heaven and Mac Delago. They went over the line as one, won't split them, then French Navy.
Well, it was an exciting finish. The starter reported that Ice Machine lost 1 length, Trip to Heaven lost 2 lengths. The veterinary surgeon reported that Bezanova, nothing obvious detected, Ice Machine, nothing obvious detected, and Triptyque was reported coughing. The way they crossed the line, 2, 6, 1, and 9. But there was an incident and there was an objection. Trip to Heaven shifted in over the final 100 meters, carrying Mac Delago inwards and brushing Mac Delago on 2 occasions. We're watching that head-on now, and an objection was lodged by trainer Waiho Mawing on behalf of Mac Delago, placed second against the winner Trip to Heaven on the grounds of interference in the latter stages. The board was of the opinion, but for the interference, Mac Delago would have beaten Trip to Heaven. Therefore, an objection that was lodged by the trainer was upheld and the judge's result amended. So a new result in the big one, and that was number 6, Mac Delago. Next up was the close of the jackpot, which was race number 8, and this was the KZN Winter Challenge over 1,600 meters, brought to you by Serendipity Tours, and this was over 1,600 meters. And race number 8, you could have made a case for a number of horses in the race, but one that slipped under the radar for most was a horse called Nicholas, coming through to collar the favorite, Royal Life.
Capel top, Mumsy's Jet hooked out and Cat in Command. 300 to go, Royal Life down the inside comes to Hip Hop Dancer. Cat in Command, Nicholas on the outside. It's now Royal Life on the inside. Spanish Captain tries to fight back. Hip Hop Dancer, Nicholas, and on the outside, Cat in Command, Nicholas. These are the two as they get down to the line, and Royal Life on the inside. Too close to call. Royal Life on the inside, Nicholas the outside, and Cat in Command.
Well, we were treated to some close finishes throughout the afternoon, and that was another close one. But 10 Nicholas getting the verdict in a photo finish with number 6 Royal Life, Cat in Command number 3, and then number 6 Spanish Captain. Here the starter reported that Cat in Command lost 2 lengths, Capel Top and Doobie Snappy were both slow into stride. Overlap lost 1 length. Veterinary surgeon was kept busy. Mumsy's jet, nothing obvious detected. The same with overlap, Doobie Snappy, and Puccini was reported not striding out left 4. That was the 8th race. And our Stipendi Studes report. So we got one more, which was race number 9. But although we don't have one for the 10th, we'll certainly take you through that. Race number 9 was a KZN Winter Challenge. It was over 2,000 meters, brought to you by Exhibition Stands and Events. And the 9th race, Rapid Tack, who came tumbling down in the ratings, brought his A game to the track for trainer Glenn Cotson and owner Brian Bernard. Keegan DeMello did duty on this horse.
Kanjero's on the outside, Guy from Dubai, Baltic Amber, Live on Moon's also getting into the race, but it's Rap Attack who goes clear, Pure Valor second, Live on the Moon, Baltic Amber, Secret Warning, but Rap Attack still goes, and it's Rap Attack, Live on the Moon's taking off late on the outside, Rap Attack's gonna just make it, Rap Attack from Live on the Moon, Guy from Dubai and Tanjero.
Well, that full result, 6, 9, 11, and 5. Starter reported that McDessie, Rosalind Chapel, Sovereign Rain, Live on the Moon, and Guy from Dubai all slow into stride. And then the veterinary surgeon reported that McDessie, nothing obvious detected. And that was the wrap of the place accumulator and the pick 6, but not the wrap of the race meeting. We don't have the starts report for race number 10, but we're going to take you through that. It was the KZN Winter Challenge, a 1,200 meter brought to you by Radio Hinvane. And the last race, well, you'll see Anton Marcus in his familiar style there in front on a Eusto horse, number 6, called Top Form, and that's where he'll stay. Keep a lookout for a Borough Boy, Cutting Edge as well, and also Never Settle filling in the placings.
Borough Boy's running on. Cutting Edge on the inside. Top Form, Cutting Edge. Never Settle gets into the race. Borough Boy, but Top Form finds more. And it's Top Form to win it. Second, Cutting Edge. Close for third. Never Settle or Borough Boy.
That full result was 6, 1, 14, and 3. And a wrap of our race meeting. And what was a busy afternoon's racing, but hats off and kudos to the sponsor, Rising Sun, along with all their other partners on the day that came forward and sponsored races. And of course, Gold Circle as well, putting up a great show. It was a nippy afternoon. The sun came out in a few times, just brightening up the day. But all in all, it was a successful race day, the Rising Sun race day at Greyville on the 11th of June. And a big thank you to, of course, Sheldon Peters, who I worked with throughout the afternoon. Craig Peters calling all 10 races, to Raymond Rogers and his team. And of course, we had Kevin Shea and Warren Lenferner that brought us all the news from the parade ring. And a meeting doesn't go by without mentioning the best cameraman on course, who is none other than Zane. And these days, he's got an apprentice called S Simulation. From myself, Dees Dinan, until we meet again, which will be on Wednesday. Congratulations to all the winners on Rising Sun Gold Challenge Day. And we'll be back on Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care. Salanigashle.